for you all. I love you so much, those of you who ask me questions, and I want to give you the best answers possible. I want to take the deep dive. I want to find out the real truth for you, our Nerd Gym members. And I got a question. God, I don't know if I can do this. All right, we can totally do this. We can, and we will do this. I have here live mealworms. Yeah. Let's take a look at these guys. Oh, oh my God. Okay, come here. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to actually be able to do this, guys. We'll find out. We're going to find out. Okay. Cheers. Okay. Before I get into this, before I dive into one of these delightful protein-packed snacks, let me give you a little backstory of why I'm doing this crazy shiznit right now. So one of my absolute favorite members who always has so many good questions for me hopped on our private Discord server for the Nerd Gym, and she was asking about our opinion on insects as a sustainable protein source. Okay, so insects, on paper it looks great, okay? They use less resources, they're way more environmentally friendly, and the protein is good. Let me see if I can find the conversation here and share it with you. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So what we're looking at here, USDA values for 100 grams of chicken breast for comparison, okay? So 100 grams of chicken breast has 30 grams protein, 3 grams of fat. 100 grams of roasted mealworms, 55 grams of protein, 19 grams of fat, and 100 grams of roasted crickets has 59 grams of protein and 24 grams of fat. And the mealworms and the crickets also have carbohydrate in them, 15 and 8 grams respectively. And I was actually talking to Coach Ash a little bit about this, like why is there carbohydrate? And I think unfortunately the answer is probably that there's a gut load in these insects, right? That it's not like, you're in there with a scalpel carving off the rump roast of the cricket, right? You're eating the whole cricket, including whatever's in its intestines. Yeah. So it's a big uck factor, right? That's one of the biggest things that's going to prevent this from becoming a staple food source, especially for Americans, because we have such little variety in our proteins, right? This really shouldn't gross me out too bad, because I have eaten all different kinds of parts of, like, the cow, the intestines, the tongue, which I don't care for, heart, different tendons, unusual bits and pieces, right? So it is really just another protein. That's what I'm trying to tell myself, right? But it's if we're gonna get it into the mass consumer market, because they take less resources, less water to farm these things, pound for pound, is way, way better for the environment. So definitely it is worth looking into, but there has to be a market for it. Before I started this video, I'll be honest with you, the main reason why I'm late putting out my live video today is I was looking for the easy way out. I was looking for cricket flour, or I remember seeing like a cricket protein bar at Sprouts, and I went looking for that, right? I went looking for something that was like already ground up, put in a food thing, for human consumption. That's what I went out looking for, and I talked to somebody at Sprouts. They say, yeah, we no longer carry them. They didn't sell. Big shocker, right? So there is a small group of people in the paleo community who are into eating bugs, as it were, and they are a good source of protein. I can't really emphasize that enough. They're like higher in fat than a lean protein. I would qualify them as like kind of a medium fat protein if we were looking at putting them into a meal plan. But Yeah. So people aren't buying these to eat. They're gonna have to go through like my idea is to make them like shrimp of the land, right? Because when they were trying to popularize canned tuna, what they call it, chicken of the sea, right? Which like I think is I remember growing up, well, this is kind of dumb. Why is it chicken of the sea? It's because it wasn't popular, right? So they had to make it relatable for the American consumer to something that was more popular. Chicken was more popular than fish, so they called it chicken of the sea. So they're gonna have to start calling like crickets shrimp of the land. And here's the thing, I don't like shrimp either. They also gross me out. I can enjoy them in certain contexts, like in a ceviche or something when they're like chopped up and like in there, but the popping texture, not into it. I was raised vegetarian. I only started eating meat when I was in my 20s, and only made it a staple part of my diet once I got more into physical fitness, nutrition, bodybuilding, that kind of stuff. Not because you can't do it vegetarian. You can totally do it vegetarian. It's just more of a pain in the butt to get your full spectrum amino acids. So as far as quality goes, insects do have all of your essential amino acids. So protein is not just protein. It's made up of essential amino acids. They're essential because your body can't manufacture them on your own. All animal proteins have the full spectrum of all of your amino acids. Nearly all vegetable source proteins do not, which means that you have to mix and match your vegetable source proteins to get a full spectrum amino acid, which is important not only for muscle and tissue repair, but also your hormones, because many of your hormones are made out of protein as well. And I swear I am going to eat this damn thing. I'm not just stalling. I'm stalling a little bit. But yes, the tofu does have like soy has a full spectrum amino acid, but it is very low on tryptophan, one of them. So you would have to like balance that out. Like peas are high in that, so you could balance it out with peas. In any case, okay. All right. So let's see here. I'm gonna tap these guys out. I'm gonna try to find one that's sort of big. Oh. Okay, they are live. I got the, so here's the other thing, cost, right? So to buy these things, whether we're talking about going to like a Whole Foods or Sprouts, you're really paying a premium. They're going to be way more expensive. Like a cricket powder product or a cricket bar is going to be way more expensive per gram of protein than chicken or fish or beef, like way more expensive. So I got this little thing, since I could not find specifically for human consumption, I went to PetSmart to get these live mealworms. Okay, so this is something that people would feed to their lizard. Okay, so this is something people would feed to their lizard. I'm gonna call on my inner lizard spirit right now, and also have another sip of beer. Okay, I can do this. I can totally do this. Okay, so these this little container, which is 50 count, and they're tiny, they're little guys, 50 count, was $3.15 plus tax. So this is not even close. Like the amount of money you would spend if you wanted to purchase mealworms as a staple food source is redonkulous. Like nobody would be able to afford this shit. However, I have done some research and found out that yes, you can grow these buggers at home. All they really need to feed off of is oatmeal. So the mealworms, they are the larval stage of a beetle, so you can let them grow up into beetles, and then they will then make more mealworms, and you can kind of control how many you've got population-wise by how many you eat and how many you let grow to adulthood and make more mealworms. And all you have to do is like feed them oatmeal. Sorry, they're like, I don't know if you can see this. They're like moving around in there. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that in the camera. The resolution is not very good for these live videos, but in any case, yes, so you can grow your own. And that is really the only way I would see this being even remotely sustainable. Is like if you're into it as a hobby, you're growing them on your own. There's you know, like kits that you can buy or whatever, but apparently all you need is just like some oatmeal and vegetable scraps, and yeah, and take out the ones you're gonna eat and leave some to make the next generation. Okay, all right, enough stalling. I'm gonna do this dang thing. I just want to find one that's like big-ish, because they're kind of small. Oh god. Okay, you have been chosen. Oh my god, it's alive! I don't know if I can do this with it being alive, guys. Oh, I wish I had a pair of chopsticks. I don't have chopsticks. Okay, come here. Come here. Alright. Fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Am I... How do I... Okay. I know. I'm going... So, I'm trying to pick him out, and he keeps, like, curling up, and he's in the oatmeal. Alright, I'm gonna try, like, using a piece of paper to kind of scoop him out. Okay, I've got a post-it note here. Maybe I can use the sticky on the back of the post-it note to get... This is ridiculous. Okay. I'm getting oatmeal on the sticky note. Of course I am. But not mealworm. Okay. Maybe if I scoop him out with the sticky note. Come here, mealworm. You are about to be my lunch. Or dinner, whatever time it is. Okay. Okay, I got 2 of them on the sticky note. Let's see if we can see these little guys here. All right. Carefully tip it so that you can see them, but that I'm not going to tip them over. Okay. So there we go. They are alive. They are moving. Oh, sweet Jesus. All right. Okay. They didn't get on my tongue. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. Okay, they're crunchy. They're crunchy. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. They don't taste like much. Okay. Okay, they are crunchy and they don't taste like much. Yes! Yes! Okay. I hope you appreciated that. Okay, they're crunchy and they don't taste like much. I would say that, like, number one, if you were to get a bunch of these and, like, toast them up. Okay. Sorry, guys, I've got chips here as my backup palate cleanser. I told myself, okay, if I'm gonna eat mealworms live on camera, I get chips and beer. That's the deal I made with myself. Lovely. Okay. So, would I eat them again? Well, again, it really is just the gross factor, right? It's so hard to get over that, so texture-wise, like approach-wise, I'd much rather eat that than a cricket, for sure, definitely. It's just like a little crunch on the outside, no flavor really to speak of. Like I would say, like mild, maybe slightly nutty kind of flavor, right? So it reminded me of like wild rice, kind of, right? So like a crunchy outer shell, a little bit soft on the inside, and mild nutty kind of flavor. But I got myself way weirded out and way worked up over it just because it's alive and moving, and I didn't want to go through. So I wanted to make sure, since I wasn't finding something that was like human consumption ready, I wanted to find something that was at least very fresh, which is why I wanted to get live ones. And I also wasn't going to go through the effort of like cooking it and preparing it, and also I wanted to give you an honest review of what they tasted like just by themselves. So they don't taste like much. Mild, very mild, nutty flavor, almost no flavor. Definitely a crunch on the outside, a little softness on the inside, as you would imagine, but went down relatively easy. I don't feel like I would have that same experience if I was having a cricket. Cricket's got a lot more pieces, parts going on there, and I don't know if I would be able to do that as easily with a cricket. But in any case, so yes, protein quality-wise, they're a good medium-fat protein as far as where they would fit into your meal plan. Excuse me. Okay, good medium-fat protein. I would say that if this is something that you're interested in doing, if you are like hardcore into, I want to be sustainable, environmentally friendly, like, or maybe you're vegetarian for the reasons of being environmentally friendly, and you're like, you know what, I want to make sure I still like feed my body good, nutritious foods, and I want it to be sustainable. See about like maybe like look into raising these guys. You wouldn't want to try to buy 50 at a time and try to like feed yourself on this at $3.15 for 50 of them. Like F that. But yeah, take a look at there's everything from like these fancy layered trays that you can get to, I guess you can just put them in a bucket with like food scraps and oatmeal and they'll eat that, which is pretty cool. So yes, that was your bye. Okay. All right. One more, guys. Cheers. Oh! Ah! Okay. Bye. Bye. Oh my god. It's fine. It's just, it's crunchy. It's nutty. It's fine. Okay. I'm gonna end the live video now. Where's the button? Oh my god. Okay.